If you want to be more attractive to other people, having a strong personality is one of the most effective ways to achieve that goal. A man with a strong personality exudes confidence and has an undeniable presence. So in this video, I will show you how to develop a strong personality by giving you 3 important steps that you need to follow. But before we go into it, remember that life is a game to be won, and there are always multiple ways to win the same game. For example, some people prefer to have a lot of money, while others prefer to have a healthy body. In the end, it all comes down to your preferences. However, in this video, we will discuss the first way to win the game of life. That is, to have a strong personality. Know one, speak less, and listen more. Imagine going up to a beautiful woman you find attractive and starting a conversation with her. You talk about yourself for a few minutes without asking her anything about herself. What do you think she would feel? She would probably start feeling bored or even annoyed because no one likes to talk to a wall. It's the same when talking about your opinions. If you constantly talk about yourself without showing any interest in others, people will see you as an annoying person, and they will avoid you. This doesn't mean that you should never talk about yourself. There are times when you should speak your mind, such as when someone asks you for your opinion. But as a general rule, you should always ask questions to show interest in the other person. The reason for this is simple. Most people love to talk about themselves because they are interested in themselves. So if you make someone feel that they are more interesting than they actually are, they will feel appreciated and will like you more. As the saying goes, he who does the talking is the one who is never persuaded. When you keep talking, you don't allow others to contribute their thoughts and ideas. When they are not able to share their thoughts, they will get frustrated. Also, you don't give them a chance to ask you any questions, which can make you seem self-absorbed. But when you listen to people and ask them questions, they will appreciate it, and it will help you build strong relationships. One way to remember this is that your personality is like a sponge. If you always want to be the one talking, your sponge will be dry because water will have nowhere to go. But if you listen to others, your sponge will be wet and you will be able to absorb everything around you. Number 2, learn to say no. One of the biggest mistakes young men make is to say yes to everything. They think that if they say no, they will lose friends, opportunities, and respect. But that's not true. By saying yes to everything, you will end up doing things that you do and want to do, and you will lose yourself in the process. This may sound extreme, but it's true. Let me explain. When you say yes to something you don't really want to do, you send a message to others that you are not confident in your own desires. It also shows that you do know what you want in life, and that you are easily influenced by others. On the other hand, when you say no, you are showing that you are sure of yourself and your choices. Of course, this doesn't mean that you should say no to everything. There are certain things that you should accept and others that you should reject. For example, if a friend asks you to do something illegal, immoral, or something that you simply don't want to do, then you should say no. Likewise, if your boss asks you to work overtime every day until late at night, you should also say no. Remember, by saying no, you are not being selfish. You're prioritizing yourself and what you want in life. And that's not selfish, it's smart. Just think about it. How many times have you said yes to something you did and want to do, and ended up regretting it later? Probably many times. Learning to say no will prevent you from making those mistakes in the future. Saying no will free up your time, so that you can focus on the things that are important to you. It will also help you become more assertive and increase your self-esteem. No. 3. Be selective with your company. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. This quote means that you become like your friends. If your friends are lazy, you will also be lazy. If your friends are disciplined, you will also become disciplined. Think about your closest friends. Are they people who make you want to be a better man? Or are they people who hold you back? If they hold you back, it's time to make a change. It's important to have friends who inspire you to be the best version of yourself. Friends who encourage you to take risks, to try new things, and to be the best version of yourself. We all need that friend who pushes us out of our comfort zone. But we also need friends who are there for us when we need them, who give us honest advice, and who will tell us the truth even when we do and want to hear it. Having friends like this will help you become a stronger and better person. It's important to choose your friends wisely. Not everyone has good intentions, and some may even want to harm you. That's why it's important to be selective and only spend time with people you can trust. If you have toxic friends who bring you down, you need to get rid of them. You don't need to cut them off completely, but you need to limit the time you spend with them. This will help you stay true to yourself and achieve your goals. Also, you need to stop wasting time with people who don't value it. These are people who are always late for everything and who do uncare about the time of others. They are the ones who cancel plans at the last minute and who don't keep their promises. Don't waste your time with these people. Instead, spend your time with those who value it and who are always there for you. In conclusion, developing a strong personality is essential to becoming an attractive and confident man. To achieve this, you must learn to speak less and listen more. Ask questions to show interest in others and make them feel important. Learn to say no. Don't be afraid to say no to things you don't want to do. Being able to say no shows that you are self-assured and know what you want in life. And be selective with your company. Spend time with people who inspire you to be better and who support you in achieving your goals. Remember, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. By following these steps, you will be on your way to developing a strong personality that will make you irresistible to women. Now, as I promised, I will teach you 3 ways to become more attractive to women. But before that, remember that life is a game to be won. There are always multiple ways to win the same game. Some people prefer to have a lot of money, while others prefer to have a healthy body. In the end, it all comes down to your preferences. However, in this video, we will discuss the first way to win the game of life. It is to have a strong personality. The reality is that women are attracted to men with strong personalities because they exude confidence and are not afraid to speak their minds. They know what they want and are not afraid to go after it. Women want a man who can lead the way and make decisions, not someone who is indecisive and insecure. And now it's time to level up as a man. Soon, I will release more videos with tips that will help you improve in every aspect of your life. So stay tuned for more updates.